10 horrific moments of birds eating other birds. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stunning Fives. Birds are part of our everyday lives. They fly over top of us and sing to us every morning. They are the picture of tranquility. Yet they can have a vicious side. Just like any other animal, birds can be violent instinctually. You may know that they will hunt small animals and insects, but did you know that they will also hunt each other? Yep, some birds crave the meaty goodness of other birds. It's not all just seed and bird feed. Having trouble picturing how these beautiful animals can be so horrific? Because you're going to be seeing some of the most raw and ferocious action from birds in the wild. Number 10. Hawk vs. Seagull. The rest of the crowd flees. Slams the sparrow's body back down into the ground repeatedly. You wouldn't want to get in the way of this fella. Now it's time to take a look at a completely horrific clip of birds in the wild. Number 8. Heron vs. Duckling. Herons are beautiful birds. They walk majestically and pose well for nature photographers. They also have a dangerous appetite. Herons live near ducks, so what else would satisfy a hunger better than a baby duckling? As sad as that sounds, that is the reality. Look at this heron, which was spotted with something in its mouth. Upon closer inspection, we can see that it's a baby duckling. It appears to already be subdued, but then it squirms just a little bit more. The heron's hardly bothered. That is the heron for you. Number 7. Skua vs. Penguin. There's nothing scarier than a hungry bird that knows exactly what it wants. In this case, we're taking a look at the skua. This bird loves to eat penguins, particularly penguin chicks. Look at how they can swoop down into a crowd of penguins and pick out the babies. It's quite a gruesome act, and in this clip in particular, you can see how the skua attacks a parent penguin in order to steal its baby. The older penguin tries to fight. The skua has gotten a hold of the baby and eats it whole. You can even see another helpless penguin chick nearby in clear danger. Nature can be terrifying. Number 6. Black skimmers vs. laughing gulls. Black skimmers aren't a bird that you usually hear about, but after seeing these clips, you're gonna wish that you'd never learned about them at all. These birds love to attack innocent, smaller birds. Look at how they make a huge fuss over this meal. They are usually seen in groups, which makes them even more intimidating. Are smaller and don't really stand a chance. It looks almost beautiful when the black skimmers open their wings and fly down to the ground. Number 5. Sparrowhawk vs. Pigeon. Unfortunately, sparrowhawks are usually the ones getting eaten and not the ones doing the eating, but they're number 5 on this list for a reason. When it comes time to attack, they do it in horrific ways. Here, we see a sparrowhawk enjoying a pigeon for a meal. Look at how it stands on top of the pigeon and slowly plucks it apart. First the feathers, then the body. It makes a mess, all for the satisfaction of its freshly caught meal. In this next clip, here we can see it doing something similar. The way this bird guards over its meal shows that it truly cherishes what it hunts. The magpies are not going to share the pigeon with this hungry sparrowhawk. Number 4. Kestrel vs. Sparrow. Kestrels are the types of birds that are gonna go out of their way for a meal. Even if there are people around, a kestrel is going to devour its prey. Here, we can see a plump kestrel attacking a sparrow, dragging out the process while the poor bird caws in panic. In the next clip, another kestrel sits out in the freezing snow to finish up its meal. It looks around and nothing is distracting enough for this bird to leave its trophy. It pecks and pecks at the lifeless sparrow and gets to the good stuff. This bird can be messy when it eats, and it is gruesome. Number 3. Magpie vs. Blackbird seeds. Here's another look, and here you can see this gang of magpies stand by as one of them completely tears a poor blackbird to shreds. Now that is scary. Number 2. Seagull vs. Pigeon. Remember the last time we visited a seagull on this list? It was the one being eaten. But now it's time for the seagull to get its revenge. Seagulls seem to be fearless. They don't mind an audience of humans standing by. They just want their food. That's what this clip is here to show you. Here, we can see a seagull enjoying a light lunch in the park. And by light lunch, we mean an entire pigeon. This pigeon is still struggling and flapping its wings as the seagull clamps down on it hard. We even see a woman attempting to Number 1. Giant petrel versus penguin. Here we are at number 1, and it sure deserves this spot. Penguins are a beloved bird. This bird is cruel. It isn't picky either, so any penguins on the menu. Look at how this penguin tries its best to fight off the giant petrel on the beach. It's all pretty much useless as we see the giant petrel chase and then grab the tiny penguin. Check out another gruesome clip of a giant petrel eating a penguin alive. The poor penguin lays there still moving and barely trying to escape as the giant petrel pins it and pecks at it harshly. Eventually other giant petrels join in on this feast and peck at the now lifeless penguin. They enjoy their meal as they leave a huge bloody mess on the beach. This is sure a cruel sight to behold. While you're still here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 clips on your screen.